do with those boring t-shirts that just lay around in your closet? Well, everyone's always looking for new ways to ramp up their old boring t-shirts. And the great thing about that is that there are many ways to do doing it. And one of the most common ways to do it is to cut it into a muscle t-shirt. So the muscle t-shirts can be used for the gym or just for a casual day out. And I'm here to teach you all that you need to know about muscle tees, from the starting materials that you need to the actual cutting process, and lastly, how to wear the muscle t-shirt. Now let's start off with the materials that we need. We are going to need a t-shirt, and it can have any design on it. Just make sure the design's in the middle, so when you cut the t-shirt, you don't cut out the design. And it's also better to have a loose t-shirt, that way after you cut it, the t-shirt will drape properly. Second thing you need is scissors. It's better to use shears to cut your fabric, but scissors works just fine. And the difference between shears and scissors is that the blades of the shears are 6 inches longer. And lastly, you need a marker. It's better to have a washable marker, but if you don't have one, that's fine too. Now let's begin the actual cutting process. So what I do is I take 3 fingers and I measure from the seam line of the sleeve and I make a mark. And I do this to both sides. So if you want your t-shirt to be a little wider, then make sure you cut it closer to the sleeves, and if you want it a little more narrow, you want to cut it closer to the neckline. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut straight down, and wherever I want to end it, I'm going to make a little curve. And the lower you cut your shirt, the bigger the hole will be. So now that you have one side, you want to fold it over and match it with the other side. So now that you have your t-shirt, you want to stretch it out. And make sure when you stretch it out, you don't stretch too hard because you don't want the seams to come off. And the fabric should curl in a little bit. So now that you have your muscle t-shirt, I'm going to teach you how to, what you can wear with it. So typically for guys, they pair it with basketball shorts or just normal khaki shorts. And most of the times guys don't wear tank tops under because they don't mind showing off their skin. And for girls, they usually wear sportswear under if they're wearing it to the gym, or if they're just wearing it for a casual day, they just wear a bandeau under. So now that we've obtained so much knowledge about muscle tees, let's review what we just talked about. Personalizing boring t-shirts are very common nowadays, and it's always interesting to learn of different ways to make the t-shirts look more unique. And muscle t-shirts aren't hard to make. With a t-shirt, scissors, and a marker, you're on your way to making your own. So the actual making of the t-shirts is only a 3-step process: measuring, cutting, and the stretching of the shirt. And with your newly achieved t-shirt, you can pair it with many outfits. And you don't need a bunch of money to buy new clothes. With the knowledge that you obtained today, getting a whole new wardrobe has never been easier.